Hey folks, so let's take a look at Cities of Death and see how they're kind of adding this to the narrative side of missions, at least. So it should be interesting. We've had Cities of Death in the past where we've had various different missions that's focused on a very urban environment, lots of buildings, lots of cover, lots of ruins. So in this article, it talks a little bit about the mission itself, and when you actually jump into the ruin section is really what I want to dive into. So when it comes to ruins, there's only one type of unit that really benefits from being inside of it, and that's going to be infantry. So they're going to get those bonuses to their saves. Now, in Cities of Death, if you don't move, you get an additional bonus. So you're in ruins, you get a +1 to your save. If you do not move and you're within ruins, you get a +2 to your save, and that's for Cities of Death, it looks like. Flying movements will also do very well in Cities of Death games, as they're going to be able to leap from rooftop to rooftop very easily. So when you're dealing with flying infantry, they're going to be hard to, they're going to have a very good save, and they're going to have an easy time kind of bouncing around from rooftop to rooftop, essentially. So anything that's not infantry or doesn't have that keyword infantry in it, they're going to be using ruins in a little bit of a different way. So rather than that, I'm putting my toe in the cover and I'm miraculously in cover, that's not going to happen anymore. So essentially you're going to have to try and get your unit obscured to be able to take advantage of any benefits from the ruins. So I really like the direction of going in there, because it made a lot of sense for infantry being able to weave in and out of area terrain, kind of ruined areas. But when it came to those monstrous creatures, gargantuan creatures, just putting their foot in the terrain, I'm so glad they got rid of that, because it didn't make any sense at all. So yes, it's just going to be dealing with obscured, true line of sight stuff. Excellent. I like the idea of the flying units being able to jump from rooftop to rooftop and benefiting from the cover too. That's really neat. The other aspect, of course, is frag grenades. When you're using grenades in Cities of Death, it might actually go over to regular play, not 100% sure, but it looks like you're going to get a straight 6 hit instead of d6 for stuff like frag grenades. It's probably going to be the same thing for flamers. Instead of getting a d6, you're going to get a straight 6 hit on the unit that you're using a flamer on. Now I'm kind of wondering how this is going to impact stuff like open top vehicles. Flamers, are they going to be using a flamer on that open top vehicle and it's just a straight 6 hit? Ouch, it's going to be painful. We shall see how that goes. I'm nervous, but we'll see. And then, of course, in the Cities of Death, there's going to be a special rule called Fire in the Hole, where they can reroll to wound, which is even more awesome. So I'm excited to see how this goes. I'm really interested in trying out some of these narrative campaign or narrative game types. But I'm really most interested to see how the match play continues on to be fleshed out as we see it. When you're talking about a new game mode or type of game or type of mission, we're going to have stratagems. So again, one of their stratagems is going to be Sewer Rat for 2 command points to infantry unit during deployment. Instead of setting up that unit on the battlefield, they're basically infiltrating the city's sewer network, and then at the end of any of your movement phases, you can set up the unit anywhere on the battlefield at the street level, as long as it's more than 9 inches away from an enemy unit. So that's pretty cool. You're essentially giving a unit within your army deep strike or infiltrate, or strategic deployment. So strategic reserves, there we go. Oh, there's so many names for these things. Anyways, so that's pretty cool. We talked about the grenades, we talked about infantry, we talked about flying infantry, we talked about the saves. If you're in the ruins, you get +1 to your armor save. Cities of Death, if you're not moving, you get 2+, so that's pretty cool. And jumping around from rooftop to rooftop, I think that's pretty much it, and the stratagem. So I hope this kind of gave you guys a little bit of an idea of what we're going to be expecting with ruins and Cities of Death. It should be interesting to play these, and I'm going to really be curious on how tournament organizers use some of these different rules within their tournaments, and then see what's excluded. So match play is what I'm most curious about, but the narrative stuff is actually sounding a lot of fun too, because I like the idea of pitting one army against another army within some type of a scenario type setting. So should be fun. Anyways, with that said, let me know what you guys think. If you like this stuff, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll look forward to seeing what you guys say in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now.